And we're live. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we have a Q&A video for you surrounding just what's been going on in our life, the baby, most importantly, the little guy, little milkman. Mr. Milkman, that's what I call him. That's his nickname. Yeah, I call him Mr. Milkman.
Ivo has a song.
Yeah, I sing songs to him every night. They're new. Dude, me and Alana, I was singing it last night, and we were just cracking up, dying laughing. And she's like, wait, no, I need to record this.
You came up with this on the spot, this Milkman song.
Yeah, I came up with the Milkman song.
It's pretty good.
He loves it. He literally is like looking at me and then all of a sudden just goes to bed. Like,
I didn't capture this on camera, but he was like wide awake and I was started the Milkman song and he just went.
Yeah, he just passed out immediately.
His name is River, he's the milkman. He goes to his mom, he says, I need food, and grabs a little bit of milk for his buddies. He's the milkman. He delivers all the milk to the boys in the yard. He's the milkman. He cares about his friends. He takes his little car, drives it down the street. I think he has a girlfriend. Her name is Miss Preet.
What's his real name? And why is it so long? I think people are really a little confused about his name because he has a really long
name. A long name, yeah.
And it's 4 names. So what is his name?
How did we choose his name? Well, okay. His name was chosen a long time ago. Not by us, by my family. So I'm Edward Ivor McCrae the 5th. And it's tradition in my family that the firstborn son is always named Edward Ivor McCrae. It's been like that for 5 generations so far and now 6. So, and it's always the firstborn son. So if we had a girl at first, there would be no other Edward Ivor McCrae. It kind of just would have ended with me. Since we had a boy, we had an obligation to name him Edward Ivor McCrae. Now, with that being said, Alana and I did a lot of talking, and we were like, we kind of want to give him a second middle name, a little bit different of an identity, just so we don't get the Irish confused in the house. Because I know growing up, my parents, they gave me a second name, which was Boone. So it's kind of funny. Boone, yeah, they call you Booney and stuff.
That was your unique name.
Yeah.
So River is his name that's unique to him. Yeah. And then Edward Ivor is his formal family name, if that makes sense, to simplify it. And he's the 6th. And I was the 5th.
He's the 6th.
And his grandfather is the 4th. And your grandfather's the 3rd. And I think that's so cool. There was no question that he would be Edward Ivor the 6th because I just think that there's like so much.
Yeah, there's so much history involved.
There's so much history, you know? And I hope that he has a son and he also chooses to be.
If he has a firstborn son.
And he will be the 7th. So that's the family name. And then River is the name that we chose. That's just unique to him. Mm-hmm. And makes him him.
Yep.
So yeah, that's why his name's so long.
And he might want to like eventually be called Ivor one day, like I was. Like I kind of just switched out of the Boone role and just went on to Ivor.
We'll see. Why did you choose the name River, and who chose the name?
Before the baby was born, we were just constantly throwing names out. And one morning I was like, hey, this name came to me last night. Like, what do you think? And I said it was River. And she's like, I really like that name. I love it. And then we kind of talked about how he's a water sign. It fits so perfectly, and we love to travel to like beautiful water bodies, and it just kind of matched really well, and it rang really well. And this is funny too. We originally were thinking about spelling it R-I-V-O-R, which is river
with Ivor
in it. We decided not to in the end because it was kind of strange. But
I didn't want him to be that kid in the class that like his name's always mispronounced.
That's me.
You know? Has your relationship changed after the baby? Do you think the baby has gotten you guys closer? Has it gotten us closer?
I think so. I'll tell you why. Just because, this is like a whole new chapter in our life, and just seeing you be a mother and display the kind of love you have for this child has been such a treat for me to watch. Like I told you this the other day. I love how much you love him, and I love seeing that. And I feel like our relationship has just upgraded to like a new level because of that, you know? I'm getting a little teary-eyed. Yeah, sorry. Okay. A little bit. It's going away. Hold on, give me a second. But seriously, no, I actually have really love seeing you like be a mother. Yeah. So, and that's why I feel like it's like made our relationship was already so amazing, like, but this is just like a whole nother like level of love that has come into our household. So yeah, I feel like what was the question?
So I think our relationship has changed
for the better.
Emotionally, I would say maybe there's this different kind of love, but I would say like in other terms it's the same, because I feel like we were like a married couple before the wedding. You know, we moved in at such a early stage in our relationship. You know, so I just feel like maybe emotionally it has a bit.
I mean, babe, I think everything's changed. We have a baby now.
I know.
Okay, like it's very different.
But things have changed in a good way.
Yeah, of course. It's officially summertime in LA, and this little man is now old enough to go on some neighborhood strolls. But I will say it's pretty hot, and we don't want the stroller to ever overheat. So we started using this fan to keep him nice and cool. This is our new baby fan, also known as Jisoo Life Stroller Fan Life 2S. It has adjustable legs, so rigging it on the stroller is simple. We really love the design of this fan. It has a bladeless feature, so I never have to worry about him sticking his hands in it and possibly getting hurt. Because the fan is so versatile, you can place it anywhere, whether it's your crib, inside the car, or even in his bassinet. I was really surprised at the amount of power that this fan produces at such a small size. You also have an adjustable base, and the fan auto-rotates to cover a larger surface area. There's also a LED light feature, which is very convenient for the night whenever we're feeding or we're changing diapers. If you are interested in this fan, go into our description box and click the link.
Normal or C-section? We had a normal delivery, formula or breastfed. He is...
Boobies only.
100%.
He's a boobies only type of dude.
He's a milkman.
He's a milkman.
He is 100% breastfed. The only time I pump and keep bottles is for the night when I need to sleep a bit. But even that is breast milk. But yeah, so I would say he's fully breastfed besides the night. Will you give the baby colored toys?
He has a bunch of colored toys.
Yeah, all his toys are like rainbow colored. We've gotten him not just I mentioned this in another Q&A. It was in a pregnancy Q&A, I think. We don't want to just get him random overstimulating toys. I did research like the best toys for brain development and for his eyesight and, you know, just his sensory functions. But yeah, to answer your question, like of course he's gonna have colorful toys. We're not gonna deprive him of that. Do you guys miss Alana and Iva alone time?
Oh.
No.
We had so much of it.
We had so much alone time.
And we still are able to have alone time.
Yeah.
Our granny's here. She can hold down the fort.
Here. We're having alone time now. But overall, no. Like, I'm so happy that he's there. In fact, when we do have some alone time, I miss him. Right? Like right now.
Yeah, so she likes the baby more, basically.
No. No. Why does it have to be
forget about
that?
my husband. I'm baby.
No,
mode.
I love alone time with you, but at the back of my head now, it's been around like 45 minutes and I'm thinking about what the baby's doing.
Yeah. We're just on baby duty still. I think we'll start thinking about alone time month 2.
Yeah. I think we're fine now. I'm enjoying
okay
when he's around.
Yeah.
He's third tiny human. He's just chill. He doesn't even like disturb us. Why didn't you guys give him an Indian name?
I don't know, but if we were gonna give him an Indian name, it might have been Arjun.
Arjun. Guys, this is an inside joke we have.
Because one time we were staying at an Airbnb and we logged onto the TV's Netflix and the guy's name was Arjun and I was just like, Arjun! And like we just kind of made a joke out of it. And ever since then I was like, I really like that name, Arjun. And
but you're not saying it right, it's not Arjun.
Well, I'm sorry, I have an accent. I can't say
Arjun.
it right.
Guys, his name is already so long.
I can't add anything
Can
else.
you imagine if we gave him a 5th Indian name?
Yeah, I can't.
No, his name is so long.
Also, we have a story too.
Wait, when we were filling the birth certificate online, it only had the option to give him first name, middle name, last name. We've already added a 4th one. There's no space for it. Anyway, has everyone in the baby seen the family?
No, not yet.
Has everyone in the family seen?
Has everyone in the baby seen the family? That's what we want to know. No, not everybody in the baby has seen the family.
Has everyone in the family seen the baby?
Yeah. She's dyslexic. I'm dyslexic.
Dyslexic?
Yeah, no, that's why I said. That's why I said I'm dyslexic because I said dyslexic. Okay,
Has everyone in the family seen the baby?
No.
No, not yet. Like we said, both the grannies have come. Your sister's come. Rice has come.
That's
like
it.
we said, we mentioned this in another video. The family is coming in waves, which is kind of nice because you don't want a house with 25 people when the baby's born. With a newborn, you know, especially if people are coming off flights, like my family is traveling internationally. So yeah, everyone's gonna see the baby in waves. Ahan and my dad are coming next. Ananya has plans to come soon. We're still figuring it out.
My dad is coming in a few days.
Your dad's coming in a few days. But yeah, excited to see Ahan on uncle duty.
Yeah, we'll just give him like, you have to change his diaper. You gotta figure it out. Don't know what to tell you.
Did you experience postpartum depression? I did talk about this in my detailed birth story, but if you've not watched that, I don't think I experienced long-term postpartum depression, but I did experience a few days after I gave birth, just random sadness. I wouldn't say it was depression because it lasted like a really short while. Like I was just crying for no reason, and I've asked me why are you crying, and I'm just like, there's no reason, I'm just sad. I think it was just my hormones just fluctuating, trying to figure out what's happening with my body. But I wouldn't say I experienced postpartum depression. I would just say it's postpartum blues. That's what you call it, right? Just like random sadness for absolutely no reason, with no explanation.
What was it, like 2 or 3 days?
2 days. I would say 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And anyway, it doesn't even matter because even those few hours that you feel low, you're just.
It was kind of sad though, like, cause you like. I mean, we're being open, but you would just come to me because my mom was here, and Alana would just like peek her head out from the hallway, and she'd be like, "Come here," and then she would just start like crying. And I was like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "It's just your hormones. You're okay. It's fine."
Even though it was a few days, I'll be honest, it was bad. Like I'm going to Ivan, I'm like crying in his lap on his shoulders, just like bawling my eyes out, like, and I just can't control it. And there was no reason to be sad because you are in the most happy stage in your life. Like you have this new baby and you should be happy, but your body's like crying.
Yeah.
And you're like, there's no reason to cry. How are you guys functioning with no sleep if he feeds every 2 hours?
Well, we've developed a plan, and the plan is working. The first 2 weeks, we were kind of just waking up every single time. Both of us were waking up every time he would wake up, and that was tough. Even with like my mom and your mom being here, that was pretty tough. Then we just kind of decided, listen, I need to go to bed early, and you have to stay up later. And then once you come to bed, then it's kind of my turn to take care of the baby. So we kind of have these shifts, like these 6-hour different shifts, which has been working so well.
It's been, we've been like.
So it's crazy. Yeah, literally, it's been amazing.
It's been so good.
So good.
I feel like we actually sleep.
Yeah.
Which is impossible.
You have to wake up minimum every 4 hours.
I sleep less.
You sleep a little less than me, just because you have to pump, and you don't really have a choice.
I have to breastfeed or pump.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone that has had a baby or breastfeeds know why, because your milk supply is supply and demand, and if you are feeding less or pumping less, your breast milk supply can decrease. So I do get less sleep, but these shifts honestly have helped so much because the first 2 weeks were chaotic. We were both getting up the same time, and I just feel like we both were sleep deprived.
Yeah,
we were
throughout
so
the day, just so tired.
And yeah, we just on different. Like I will stay up till 2 a.m. and I wake up a little late, and Ivor wakes up at 4 because we have that 2 hours in the middle he's sleeping. So you start your shift at 4 a.m. And yeah,
which is good for me.
That's how we get.
I just wake
sleep.
up for the day at that point.
Are we sleeping like we did pre-baby? No, we get less sleep, but I feel like we're still like rested. And I feel like
longer sleep is around the corner, because as we're shooting this video last night, he slept for 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
at one point.
He's the older they get, they sleep longer,
which was nice.
So when he was a newborn, it was 2 hours. He's a month now; it's become 3. And our friends just had a baby that is 2 months, and she sleeps 4 hours. So
yeah, so we're good. We're doing well.
Who cried more during the birth, you or Ivor?
During the birth, I don't think nobody cried.
We didn't cry. It was just like happiness.
Yeah, I didn't cry.
I cried
in the postpartum room.
I did.
When you saw
when
him,
it hit me.
Yeah.
Something just hit me. Like I looked at him, I'm like, I can't believe that we have this baby, and I just started crying. But in the delivery, I think it was just like overwhelming happiness.
Yeah, I was just happy.
Right? It wasn't like a crying. It was just like I can't believe he's here. We waited so long. It was just like very, very happy moment.
I think I was more excited than anything.
Excited,
I just couldn't stop
happiness.
like looking at him and telling Alana like just how like awesome this is, and that's kind of what
the
it was.
tears
Like.
kind of came later when everything sunk in.
Yeah,
you know?
At that moment.
Like I can't believe this is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And Alana cried yesterday because she was like,
oh yeah, I cried yesterday. Okay, full on like mom tears. I saw a reel about like how your babies grow really fast, and they're only gonna be newborns for 1 month, and they'll never be that small again. And I just thought about like how he's already 1 month, and
he's so big already.
He's so big.
He really is done being a newborn, I think.
He's done. He's never going to be a newborn again. I just looked at Ivan and I started crying.
Yeah, it was kind of sad to think about. That's why you really have to, even though truly like there is a little bit of hardship as far as like sleep and having to like attend to the baby, you really have to cherish every moment during that first part, because it's never coming back. He's never going to be that small. He's changing every single day. So I think that's just like something that we've been really good at, is just kind of like living in that moment, no matter how hard it is in that moment. We're loving it and we're happy at the same time.
Yeah.
So, because we know that we're not going to get this moment with him ever again.
I said that in another video, like when he wakes up in the middle of the night and he wants to feed, and I'm so sleepy, I just look at him and I'm just like, I don't even care. I'm just smiling because I just know that you have this limited like 2 weeks to 3 weeks that he's so small, and I just like.
That's all you get.
What age are you most excited for? I think when I was said this, but I think that when he starts to like not recognize us but react to us, I think that's like around 6 months, because right now he's like in the newborn stage, like he can recognize our voices but he can't really react to us, right? Like how did you explain this?
I just think it'll be really cute once he starts responding to us, like when we're like good morning and he's smiling at us and looking at us, and he's just registering like that we're talking to him, you know. And it did happen this morning, kind of. I was looking him in his eye. I picked him up for the first time, and I was like, good morning, buddy. And he just cracked like the biggest smile, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like,
that's like the best feeling.
Oh, it was the best. It was actually the best.
The reason they actually don't respond to us because newborns have blurry vision. Their vision becomes clear till 4 to 6 months. It keeps getting more clear. And I think when they can start seeing you, then they're more like responsive.
Yeah, I mean, as far as what I'm more excited for when he starts to walk and I'm able to put a golf club in his hand or put a soccer ball in his feet, and that'll be the most fun for me, I think.
Ivor was in the pool yesterday, and he was like, I can't wait for him to start swimming so I could swim with him.
Yeah, I just can't wait to have like somebody to like swim and hang out with, like a little buddy. So
I'm excited for all stages, but if we had to answer the question, I feel like it would be this. Who do you think he looks like?
Cheeky.
My dad? Okay, so since he was born, we have gotten so many different so some people are saying he looks like me, some people are saying he looks like you,
Yeah,
some people are saying he looks like my mom, and no one said he looks like my dad, but I feel like he looks like my dad
a little bit.
So it's a mixture. So you think it's most...
I don't know. It's so hard to tell at this stage.
He's still so young.
We'll see. We don't know. I mean, I kind of look like him as a baby too. So, and Alana and you look like him as a baby.
Can I please post a picture of me as a baby? We're twins.
You guys are twins.
Because I looked like a boy when I was a baby. There's no way to put this. I looked like a boy. People thought I was a boy. I also had no hair. So people were like, oh my god, your son's so cute. My mom's like, it's a girl. How painful was the birth? Can you compare it to something? I'm giving birth next month.
You take this one, because I don't know. I could only see.
I feel like you still felt my pain a little bit.
I did, but...
I don't think there's anything that I've experienced in my life that I could compare the birth to. It was definitely painful. Contractions are super, 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 super painful. Like they start off pretty mild, but at the end of it, you feel like, I don't know, there's no other way to say this, but I felt like I was dying. At some point I was like, I don't think I can take this. Like it literally reached that point.
But was it like a sharp pain, or like was it a dull, like pulling pain? Like what can you describe the pain as?
Birth, I would say the best way to describe it is not really pain, like, oh, I cut myself or I broke a bone. It's pressure. It's pressure, like you feel like
overwhelming pressure.
Overwhelming pressure in your hips, in your back. The best way to describe it is like your bones are coming apart. If that, I don't know if that's like a little gruesome, but I feel like you can feel. I don't want to scare you because this person's like, I'm giving birth.
Oh no.
This person's like, oh my god. Yeah, it just feels like the bones in your hips.
Feels like a expansion.
I'm so sorry.
How was both of your childhood, and what aspects of your respective childhoods would you like River to have and to not have? There's so many aspects of my childhood that I would like to bring to River. Mainly, one is just being outdoors. I wanted to just expose him to everything that my dad exposed me to. My dad put me in every sport he could think of. Every weekend we were going camping, fishing. We were riding dirt bikes on the weekends. Like we were going like to the ocean and swimming, and he was always taking us out on the boat in the San Juan Islands. And I want to bring that aspect of my childhood to him. Just making sure that we're constantly getting out into nature, exploring, traveling.
Definitely like traveling.
So
I definitely want to show him as much as we can at a young age.
What aspects of your childhood did you?
I think the same as yours. I just feel like we grew up in a generation, like at least when I was growing up, I didn't have a phone for a while. Like right now, babies that are like, I wouldn't even say babies, but like, 10, 12-year-olds have phones. I just feel like that, like really just being outdoors.
Yeah.
And I want him to be entertained, not, I don't want his entertainment source to be a TV or like a screen. You know?
And I know that it's tough for parents, and iPad's an easy solution sometimes to make your kid calm down, but I think we're not gonna ever try to give our kids iPads or phones until they're like of age where we think it's appropriate. So that's a big one. Because we didn't grow up with phones, and I feel like when you don't grow up with phones, you're forced to entertain yourself because you don't have something entertaining you. And there's so many memories I have as a child, or smells or sights that I associate amazing memories with. And I don't know about you, but as an adult, I feel like I'm much less present than I was as a child. Do you feel that way?
For sure.
I feel
And then there's that thing about like, people asking like, are you going to give your baby colorful toys? Like, I just feel like we're also living in a time where people are just like, there's like so much overstimulation of like, these, you go to a toy store and then these overly obnoxious toys that we didn't have as kids.
Yeah.
Like my entertainment, like I remember like I would entertain myself like sitting in a sand pit, just playing with sand and like two little figures, and that's how we would entertain ourselves.
I would,
like little wood toys and silly things,
action figures.
Little action figures, like
Days on
and now we have these obnoxious huge toys like that are like life size, like play kitchens and
or
all these
video games or
video
iPad,
games and all these things.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be overstimulated. It's just you could just
I want our kids to be stimulated by the world, and not by a device. So
by devices, like get them a freaking coloring book or something.
Yeah, he'll be a little artistic guy. Okay, guys, we're gonna take a break here and stop the video. We have a lot more questions, and we're gonna answer them in another video, and it'll be labeled part 2.
No, Iva, it's gonna be labeled part 3.
Or it could be labeled part 4. We don't know yet.
It's obvious it's gonna be part 2. I felt like that was a dad joke.
It was not.
Iva! What is going on? What is going on? No way!
We're having alone time. Oh, someone's sweaty. Are you sweaty?
It's hot.